Always an awesome guest. Shreveport City Councilwoman LeVette Fuller is back again. Hey, Miss LeVette, welcome back to Keel. How you doing?
Good morning. I haven't had enough coffee, so you can take your time asking questions today.
We appreciate your bucking up for our benefit. Okay, so the mayor's news conference yesterday says Ben Raymond's my guy. He's my number one choice. Do you think he was really the number one choice, and were you surprised by the announcement yesterday?
It's not my place to speculate about who the number one choice was. I was kind of surprised, but not really. My issue has been with the whole idea of this committee, and a lot was said kind of during meeting and then around meeting yesterday. I think Councilman Bradford asked something like, did your committee know that that they were just there to make a suggestion, and that it was not necessary, it was not a formal thing where their word was the golden word? And the mayor said, oh, they always knew that this was just a suggestion and that it wasn't binding. So I'm like, well, okay, that means...
Do you think, and I know this is a speculation, but maybe you've spoken to people we haven't spoken to, do you think this morning, on the heels of the Raymond nomination, do you think the folks on the committee might feel a little used or let down or betrayed, or perhaps that's too strong a word?
Well, see, I did a little homework, and so they can have feelings, but you know how I feel about feelings. I care more about your data. So from the homework I did, there was no work product, no tallies, no interview questions, no template of a rubric, and no rubric, no score sheets turned into the administration. So, I mean, maybe they weren't advised to do that, but they also didn't come to that conclusion that that was a thing they should do on their own. And so their feelings aren't backed up with a whole lot of, we did a lot of hard work and we were really thorough, and here's everything that we have for you to turn in, and we hope that you will take us seriously.
Okay, of the candidates we were talking about that applied for this job, was Ben Raymond your first choice?
I don't know about that. I don't know that I ever had a first choice, Aaron. I wanted to go into this with like the clean slate. You got a gentleman who has been in this position for 10 months. Some things have worked out pretty well. He always kind of has the best, he's very poised, he's very articulate, he's handled some really rough situations fairly well. But we also have three people who have a certain level of experience, and we had 7 that showed up ready to take the test. So of those 3, I can't say that once the scores came back that, you know, when they showed up as a finalist, that I was completely on board with all of them. But I know that there's more to this process than the scoring. And again, back to your committee, how did we weight the score versus the other components that they took into play?
Excuse me, Ms. LeVette, have you spoken to Councilman Bowman since he went a little rogue and added?
No,
you have not.
I'm only to ask him what kind of snacks he wanted today, and meaning it doesn't it's going to be a long one.
Okay, do you vote for Ben Raymond today?
Yeah.
And you think that's going to be a unanimous vote ultimately?
Well, yeah, the voters.
I'm not sure. Here's the deal: we have to do the whole spin the rules thing, and if we don't vote unanimously to add him to the agenda and then spin the rules, then he doesn't go on for 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Or we have to have a special meeting later in the week.
The only pothole in that road at this point seems to, at least as of yesterday, seems to be Councilman Bradford. Do you think you'll come around? Do you think you'll be part of that unanimous vote?
I don't know. Well, the thing is, if you're going to go on the news and say that you're suspicious that this man isn't on the list because he was the most qualified, how are you going to come into the meeting and say, I want more time?
Have you been able to figure out whether Council Chairman Bowman, as Mayor Pro Tem, was instructed to add Raymond to the list, or did it on his own?
No, I'm not speculating about that.
Have you asked them? Have they said? I mean, I'd ask him.
I told you the only thing I have asked Jerry was, what kind of snacks do you want tomorrow? Because this is going to be a long meeting.
Okay.
There's
I thought
a
we were
part
talking
of me
about
that would love
Willie
to
on
get
that.
into all of that stuff, but the only thing that actually matters is what we're going to be able to take care of in a public meeting and the information that comes to me through public record. We can deliberate on a lot and we can speculate on a lot, but what I've told you, I feel like is kind of juicy enough. Now, no, I did not have a first choice because I wanted to have like a clean slate for my own self and have an open mind going into the thing. Am I satisfied with what has happened? Yes, in the aftermath of not having a objective committee, even though I feel like they probably felt really good about the interviews, they didn't give us anything else to work with as far as scoring. So where I am right now is this is our guy. This is the guy that the mayor wants. This is the guy who, for the most part, the community wants. And let me tell you, there are plenty of people who have said, we don't want Ben, we don't want Michael Carter. And I'm like, well, what are you saying? So do you want Tetra Smith or do you want Wayne Smith? And then they go, well, I don't know. And I'm like, and based on what?
Did the mayor's choice have anything to do with the bond issue?
There you go again. You know that I do not speculate. But the thing is, if it has anything to do with the bond issue, it might be too little too late, because what I'm hearing from the public is either they are absolutely all in because we need these things to happen, or they're saying, I'm a no vote no matter what, and nobody you throw in front of me for police chief is going to change that. So don't try to don't play with me.
Do you find
you can't bomb a vote?
Do you find so far from talking to your constituents or anybody that gives you feedback on the yays or nays opinion on the bond issue that they're really, really adamant? Because the folks I've talked to, yes, I'm really for it and my mind can't be changed, and the no's, no, I'm really against it and my mind can't be changed. Are you finding the same thing?
The yes votes are reluctant. They just feel like we need these things too badly to put it off. But the no votes, they are fiery. They are. They've got many, many reasons why they're against it. And what this looks funny. It's not because they're just like, no new taxes, dig my heels and the whole world can fall apart. I don't want to pay any more taxes. It really is that they've had thorough thoughts about the issues, and they're looking at how we still haven't started. We haven't been budgeting for maintenance, that we're growing the city too big, that we're making things that we can't take care of, that we shouldn't be going into debt to tear things down, that we shouldn't be taking on debt to make repairs.